Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia back with another episode. CM Punk made his first recurring appearance on WWE Backstage, and he had lots to say. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at Punk's comments and criticisms, Seth Rollins' reaction, Jim Cornette's resignation from the NWA following his offensive comments during NWA Powerr, a WWE legend who enjoys Chris Jericho's work, and more. CM Punk's WWE Backstage Rants. CM Punk made his first appearance on WWE Backstage as a recurring contributor, and he didn't waste any time speaking his mind. Here is what wrestling's straight-edge superstar had to say about a variety of things. Working for Fox on WWE Backstage, Punk told Renee Young there is no relationship with the WWE and that he's only working for Fox, which means it's a me and Fox thing. I get to criticize the product. That's what made me popular. He praised his position working for Fox as he can't get fired, jobbed out, or suspended for speaking his mind. The multiple-time world champion seemed excited about his new role, stating, "It's been so long since anything related has made me feel anything." He also joked about breaking the rules on Backstage after some obscenities. "I don't know if I have a job anymore. Apparently you can't swear. Apparently you can't do a few things. But I feel great because I got to be myself and I got to be brutally honest, and that's what it is. That's what this show's gonna be." You can be certain that Fox is hoping Punk will make some controversial statements for the show that boost the fans' interest in Backstage and Friday Night SmackDown. Returning to WWE, Punk also addressed the possibilities of returning to the WWE, making it clear that, "I haven't talked to anyone in WWE. It's nothing that I'm actively pursuing or interested in, but I'm 41 years old and I've lived an experienced life where I know not to say no, but that's going to be a bridge that is going to have to be built, and it might take as long as building the Great Wall of China because there's some hurdles there." Punk's thoughts on SmackDown's dog mascot segment. Punk also commented on the much-reviled segment on the 15 November SmackDown where Baron Corbin brought out a dog mascot to mock his current nemesis, the big dog Roman Reigns. Punk noted, "I mean, this is something, the less said about it I think the better. It makes me reconsider doing this show. Did you like it? You can't possibly defend that. The creative's bad. I don't know anything about Baron Corbin really. He's one of the newer guys, I've got to check him out, but that's a bad start. What did you think of it? Garbage. Garbage." CM Punk's advice for Seth Rollins. CM Punk also shared some advice for Seth Rollins, advising the architect, "Seth needs to stop tweeting and realize sometimes it's better to be viewed the fool when you shut your mouth than to open your mouth and remove all doubt." The Red Brand's resident Kingslayer had the following short reply, tweeting, "Hell of a response, coward." It might be best if all wrestlers deleted their social media accounts or, at the very least, went through some sort of supervision before they were released. Whether it's Tony Khan ranting on Randy Orton and vice versa, or Seth Rollins' frequent social media skirmishes, wrestlers and social media don't mix well. Some other CM comments. Punk praised the work of Renee Young as a broadcaster, took a shot at Tom Arnold for claiming he could take out Punk. Punk replied that Arnold, best known for marrying Roseanne Barr, couldn't take him bowling. Punk also praised the WWE's women's division but said that the company needs to stop pushing it as the women's revolution and that the women don't need a label. Quite a few remarks considering Punk's claim that he hasn't watched much wrestling since walking away from WWE. Jim Cornette resigns from the NWA. As reported earlier, Jim Cornette has come under fire after comments he made during the NWA Powerr match between Trevor Murdoch and Nick Aldis. During the match, Cornette praised Murdoch's toughness, noting, "Trevor Murdoch is the only man I've ever known that can strap a bucket of fried chicken on his back and ride a motor scooter across Ethiopia." Now, Cornette is out at the National Wrestling Alliance. The NWA released a statement announcing, "Effective immediately, Jim Cornette has resigned from the National Wrestling Alliance." As an announcer on the November 19th edition of NWA Powerr, Jim made remarks during a singles match between Nick Aldis and Trevor Murdoch that were both offensive and do not meet the high standards of decency and good faith of the National Wrestling Alliance. To ensure that such an error can never happen again, we've established new procedures of review for all NWA programming going forward. We sincerely regret our failure in this regard. This followed NWA Vice President Dave Lagana pulling the episode from online distribution until the comment could be edited out. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis also tweeted about the remarks. "I'm sorry for the inappropriate remarks and I'm glad to see they have been promptly edited out. I hope this is the first and last time an episode of NWA Powerr is overshadowed by something like this." Aldis also commented, "This is in no way speaking on behalf of the NWA. I'm absolutely just speaking for myself. I thought the comment was in poor taste and unnecessary. I understand why it caused many to be upset. It was a lack of judgment or sensitivity. I've worked really hard to get along with many others on this team to make this brand mean something again, and this is not how I want the NWA to be trending. What the future holds for the always controversial Cornette remains to be seen, and as several fans and pundits noted, it should be fascinating to hear what Cornette has to say on his podcast about his departure from the NWA. Moxley vs. Omega 2? After their brutal lights-out unsanctioned match at Full Gear, few fans would think Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley would be looking to go another round after what was a brutal, bloody bout. However, during a recent episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer speculated, "We may be getting another Jon Moxley-Kenny Omega hardcore match, because the story is Omega being obsessed with beating Moxley, but not beating him in a wrestling match, but beating him in his own game." Stone Cold digs Le Champion. AEW World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho has been one of the highlights of AEW, whether it's his stellar work in the ring or his funny and driven promos. One big fan of Jericho's work is Stone Cold Steve Austin, who recently commented on Le Champion during an episode of his podcast, The Steve Austin Show. To me, right now, he's about as entertaining as it gets. He's pushing the envelope, he's edgy, you don't know what he's going to do, so you have that factor of what is he going to do, because you just don't know right now. Now it's level-headed, it's all thought out. You just don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable is what I'm saying. I like that feeling. He feels dangerous. He feels damn near unhinged, but he's very calculated, so what he's putting out right now, I'm digging. Randy Orton talks leaving the WWE. Third-generation superstar Randy Orton appeared on Corey Graves' After the Bell, discussing whether he had intentions of leaving the WWE. According to the Viper, "Yeah, I was just having fun. More so now than ever. I'm aware of other guys like Will Ospreay and other guys who worked with Cody, and I'm watching more wrestling. I'm not in the WWE bubble as much as I've been for almost the last 2 decades, and I'm learning to appreciate other styles a little more instead of just quickly seeing something that isn't how I would do it or isn't how I would sell it, and I'm realizing in its own way it's good. This might be upsetting for some people, but I never really saw myself leaving WWE. To me, it was about getting to the point where I'm happy and what I'm doing to my body and the amount of time that I'm gone from my family. In the end, it's all going to be worth it, and that's where I'm at right now, so I'm definitely happy being a WWE superstar." During the podcast, Orton talked about being a mentor for younger talent and praised the work ethic of superstars such as Ricochet, Shorty G, and Ali. He also talked about how he hopes to someday work a program against Finn Balor. Tony Khan's story clarified. Although AEW is doing a good job getting itself over as a solid alternative to WWE, AEW President Tony Khan never seems to be out of the spotlight when it comes to social media scuffles or other gossip. As discussed in a recent video, Eric Bischoff talked about Khan walking out of StarCast 4, reportedly over some jokes being made at his expense by Mark Madden. However, Bischoff's podcast partner Conrad Thompson tweeted a clarification he felt needed to be made. For the record, this isn't accurate. Khan stopped by to celebrate Shivani's birthday before his dinner reservation downstairs with MJF, JR, Darby, Kip, Jeff Jones, Janela, Havoc, Excalibur, etc. He left after Hudson's set, not Madden's. I can confirm, no hard feelings from Khan. No disrespect to my pal Eric Bischoff, as this was the talk of the evening until something more interesting happened downstairs. Of course, I razzed Mark Madden about killing the town, but it was always in jest. No one is safe during a roast, and it was great fun for Tony Schiavone. Ember Moon out indefinitely. Fans wondering where Ember Moon has been as of late may be shocked to learn she's been out due to an Achilles injury with no return date given. In the meantime, she's reportedly taking on a role as a coach. Wrestlelamia extends its wishes for a fast and full recovery. Well guys, there you have it, CM Punk's backstage comments as well as the hottest wrestling news and rumors. Did you watch WWE Backstage? If so, what did you think of Punk's comments? Be sure to leave your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.